You must have come into this link because of the reel which you may have witnessed. Just by knowing dynamically, not statically. Statically is I know it, but I'm not ready to do anything. Dynamically, I know the truth, I'm ready to follow the truth. Hey, all I can say, suppose that you want to go to the international airport at Mumbai and going to America. I can show you the expressway and I show you this is the way to Mumbai. On the way, supposing while going, you choose to stop over at Kandala, stop over at the coffee shop, or let me spend 2 days in this special jungle tree, some place to stay, that you are losing out time in your journey. This is not dynamic. That's being statically, there's another name for it called lethargy. Most of us have that problem with us. And this stagnation is what you need to remove by being this, what we call passionate minded. How do I become passionate minded? You do not become passionate minded. Dynamically knowing is you know that you are passionate minded. Think, does an apple seed has to know how not to produce mangoes or papayas or anything? It is an apple tree, it's an apple seed, it will produce apple. But the apple seed producing good, giant, healthy, world famous apple would depend on the gardener. And you and I, as the parent, as the teacher, as the mentor, or the guide, or the social leaders, we need to know and discover that giant from within our children. And this is nothing else. As a gardener, we have to make sure that the plant is growing very well. Once I apple plant the seed, I cannot keep digging it out to see whether it is germinating or not. Have you realized we are so impatient, always wanting to know, now what? Why isn't it happening? Why isn't it happening? Now, be patient, be respectful, know fully well, if I have planted it with the good intention, and I am planting it with all my attention, and I take care of the manure, the water, the sunshine, how can it not? It will. How can it be that my son, my daughter will not? They will be, because they have that potential. I told you about a matchstick doesn't know that it can create fire. You need a guide, a trainer, a guru, a teacher to teach how to strike the matchstick. Just like that, you and I knowing dynamically as the leader and generating the leader into the child. You know, we are about 27 years in the IB, as an IB World School, and 27 years with Vedanta. Have you realized we as Indians, we have forgotten everything about Vedanta? Whereas HDS, Harvard Divinity School, is a college teaching Vedanta in the United States. NYU, New York University, David Chalmers, head of the Mind Brain Consciousness Unit, is teaching Vedanta. Reality Plus is the latest book. This passionate minded book is Michael Scullman. He is writing about how to create this passionate minded kid. Come, you are coming in. Bring your friends along. You're welcome to do that. Let me give you a little more example. Just think. Deep in the ocean, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, any ocean, a little wave forms, takes birth. And the wave is in merriment because wind and the air and the undercurrent of the ocean, as you know, the generation of the waves have taken place. It's having great fun. And some more waves have come up. And now this little wave has got friends and playing with the wave. And this little wavelet, give it a name, Robin Ghosh, is that wave. And Robin Ghosh is having great fun. Just like you and I did in our school days, dear parent, grandparent. We were talented, we were good, but we never did what we call is focus. There's Daniel Goleman. We never focused. Most of us, had very little freedom, fun, or flexibility. We were rigidly guided. We were not fearless, we were fearful. If you don't do that, this is what is going to happen. And the fighting skill, very few of us, because of our great parent or teacher or mentor or a guru or a country, or the basic nature of our past karma, that we develop that good, powerful, courageous, focused attention and fighting spirit. Now, that little wave playing around, Robin Ghosh wave, certainly the neighboring little another wave who was having fun, he's a little more knowledgeable, a little more grown up, and he said, "Hey, Robin Ghosh, can you see that black line over there?" He said, "Yeah, I can see that." Robin Ghosh said, "What is that?" He said, "You don't know? That's the shoreline." Imagine Bombay shoreline, California shoreline, Goa shoreline. You say, "Okay, shoreline, what's going to happen there?" You don't know. You're going to go there and there are rocks and you're going to smash into them and you will burst into little droplets and fumes and water spray. You say, "Okay, so you're going to die." I said, "What? I'm going to die? Why should I die? I'm a wave." You see, I don't believe I could die. Have you realized? You and I attend funeral session. We go to pay obeisance to somebody who is no more. But we never think, I could be the one lying on that one day. Or I could be in that funeral pyre one day. We never think of death. We know we're going to die. But we don't want to think about it. Just trying to keep it aside, wave aside. I'm not saying start thinking about death to create passionate minded. I'm saying just be aware that we neglect. Now, I don't want to know about death. I said, "Shut up, I don't believe you." The other friend who was saying, "What a monkey you are, I don't want to play with you, he goes away." And another wave comes into play. I like him. You know why? Because he's always calm, telling us nice stories, always cheerful, happy, giving us new thoughts and ideas. And he's a Vedantic wave. He says, "Hey, Robin Ghosh, what happened to your face? Why is it so small? Why are you looking so sad?" I said, "Do you know what? You know that monkey told me I'm going to die, that dark shoreline or whatever it is called." The Vedantic waves looks very somber and say, "That is true." I said, "Really? But what is die?" He said, "You will become water." I said, "What is water?" He said, "You don't know." I said, "No." He said, "Listen, waves die, even ocean can die, but there is something, there is an answer. If you know, dynamically know that there is something called water. Water never dies." I said, "Really? Great. Give me some of that water. I would love to have that water." He said, "Champion Robin Ghosh, you are that water." I said, "Shut up. I don't believe you, but I like him. I believe him." I said, "Where is that water?" He said, "Why? Touch yourself, top, bottom, side, inside. You are all water, Mr. Robin Ghosh wave. You are water." I said, "Really? How do I get to that water?" He said, "Very simple. Just become calm, become still, become silent. Dynamically silent, meaning what? I know the potential becoming in that silence." Now imagine a wave in the turbulent ocean and lots of waves become silent and still. What happens to the ocean? It becomes calm. And the no wave ocean is calm. Where is the Robin Ghosh wave now? Can you say this was Robin Ghosh wave? Now Robin Ghosh wave is now one end of the ocean to the other end of the ocean. Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific, whichever name you think. And Robin Ghosh wave from a little 20 feet or 30 feet of depth has gone to 20,000 feet depth of the ocean. It is everywhere. Now what happens to you and I the moment we become silent, calm. We take the first step of becoming the ocean. We are still not the water. And progressively, I realize, I know it dynamically, that the ocean and the wave cannot stay if I take away the water, because water itself has become the ocean or the wave. Have you ever thought, this beautiful sunlight, we enjoy it. Sunlight falls on the dirty something on the road, a dirty puddle, it doesn't get dirty. It falls on a pitcher of wine, whiskey, it doesn't get drunk. It falls on holy river Ganga, it doesn't become holy. What the metaphor? The water is just like that. It is, tell me one thing, did you know, I'm not doing a question answer session, but it's interesting to know. Did you know how much of water is there on earth today compared to when the earth started? And what will it be when, let's say, 1,000 years from today? Is the water today more or less or same as it was when it was started? What is it? Go to the Encyclopedia Britannica, Encyclopedia Word book. It says the water that you're drinking right now, that glass of water, may have been the one in which you took bath 30 days ago. You took bath in the same water. And that water may have been something which Alexander the Great drank 2,000 years ago. You say, really? That is the essence of the water cycle. The water is not diminished, not increased. It will remain the same. Same thing is that water content is that you is the content within you. What is that? Think. You can see me, you can hear me. Let's take a little game. You can see this book, right? With your eyes open. You will say, I ask you, how do you see the book? You say, with my eyes. I can hear it with my ears. I said, okay. Now, play this game. The book is there in my hand. Now close your eyes. Come on, play. Close your eye. I close my eyes. Is the book there now? No, because I can't see it. Now tell me, book is not there because I cannot see it. But with my eyes closed, am I there within me with my eyes closed? Yes, I'm there. I don't need 5 senses to know that I. That I is called awareness. It's called consciousness. Have you heard about billion-dollar industry in the world today in meditation called mindfulness? Must have heard. Do you know what is the dictionary meaning of mindful? It's nothing else. It is awareness, it is consciousness. Mindful is started by Buddha. Did you know that Bhagavad Gita talked about it, chapter 14, chapter 17 on mindfulness meditation? But nobody talked about it. Nobody does it. Vivekananda, 150 years ago, wrote the book called Raja Yoga. He's written down there about mindful meditation. There is Gospels of Ramakrishna, Vivekananda's guru. He's talking about mindful meditation. But we think it is only Vipassana and it is only Buddha. Sure it is, but along with that it was always there. Same way, what the Vedanta tells you, this awareness, this consciousness has been always there. You say, how can it be? First the universe got created, then the animal, plants, everything came, and then it became an epiphenomena of a human brain which has created consciousness. You say no, because that consciousness and that epiphenomena cannot be realized or experienced by you unless you are conscious. What is an experience? Vedanta says experience is consciousness plus object. You can experience this book if you are conscious, not when you are in coma or unconscious. You have to be conscious and there has to be an object. So object plus consciousness is an experience. Come, experience the wonderful workshop. I'm very excited and I welcome you. Last Friday's workshop went off brilliantly well. Tremendous participation, and send your questionnaires. You're welcome. We will answer them all. And the only question which will be the dumb question is the one that you don't ask. Go ahead and ask. Welcome.